News9 exclusive, and that is with the CEO of Vietnamese car maker VinFast, the Asia CEO of the Vietnamese car maker, which is set to make its India debut later this year. VinFast is a key subsidiary of the VinGroup, one of Vietnam's largest and most diversified conglomerates. TV9 Network's auto editor Nandkumar Nair spoke to VinFast Asia's CEO Pham Sanh Chau in Vietnam. Take a look at this.
India is that this is a growing market. Our mission is to convert this world of ICE vehicle into EV vehicle. We are like Tata of Vietnam.
Mr. Chau, who is the CEO Asia for VinFast. Mr. Chau, thank you very much for taking time out for us. And I must say, it's been fantastic couple of days here in Vietnam, driving the new VF6, VF7. Before I start asking about VinGroup, VinFast strategy is ready, VinFast plant is ready, the vehicles are ready. But India is a very sensitive market, rather very competitive market, a brand loyal market. And in that market, we have Europeans, we have Chinese players also, and we have the Indian players who are there in the EV space with their products. Now, in that sort of competitive market, what is going to be the key differentiator that you believe is going to be the biggest USP for VinFast when it enters in the Indian market?
I believe that the biggest element that drive our decision to invest into India is that this is a growing market. This is the huge market. This is the third biggest automobile market in the world. And most importantly, the adoption of EV is still low. So this is where we can explore the opportunities and the potential. And that is the reason why we come into India.
What is going to be the roadmap? For example, we met you last time at the Auto Expo, and you gave us a timeline that in 15-20 months our plant will be ready. And if I'm not wrong, the plant is now ready, will be functional by June. Your first VF7 will be coming before the festive season. What after that?
So let me begin by saying in a couple of weeks, we will do the grand opening of our factory.
Fantastic.
And then we, before that, we start opening our event of price announcement, which is very important. Yes. And after the price announcement, we open the booking. And then we invite you to test the drive of the car in India itself, okay? And then all our showroom are operational. They start being operational in this month only. And then after that, they take orders, and then we start delivering the car way before the festive season. So this is for this year. And next year, we launch new models. And then after that, we increase our capacity. And then after satisfying the domestic demand, we export. For this segment, we move from VF7, VF6, we may produce other model like VF3, VF5, or even 7-seaters.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So it's going to be the premium segment only, premium EV segment that VinFast would be targeting, or the small EVs like the VF3 also are in consideration?
VF3 certainly will be in our pipeline.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, we want to position ourselves as a premium EV producer. Okay. But at the same time, we also serve the lower segment.
And that's very important because that's a mass segment, and that's where all the numbers come from. But do you have any numbers in your mind? I do understand that this is going to be a 5-year strategy.
Correct.
That must be in place right now.
Yeah.
So plant capacity is 50,000.
Yes, plant capacity.
So when do you believe that you will be able to achieve that?
We hope that in a
capacity?
couple of few years. Before then, we expand to the next stage of 150,000. Okay. Yes. So we are working on it.
Okay. For all the viewers who are watching this conversation right now, I've been in Vietnam for a couple of days, and I had the pleasure and exposed to the VinGroup. So we know VinFast, but many of us may not be aware of how strong the presence of VinGroup is in Vietnam and how mighty the group and into different sectors. So Mr. Chau, would you be able to explain the whole VinGroup to our viewers so that they can understand what the consumers are going to get and what type of group is going to enter to the Indian market and how strong the plan is for India?
For instance, when you are sitting, where you are sitting here, this is the property belong to VinGroup. It's a part of the township that we own and manage. We own and manage 30 townships, and we have the biggest land bank in Vietnam. 20 big projects, of each project nearly 1,000 hectares. So we are building that. So when you get out of here, you see shopping mall, it's Vin Mall. If you go for a little bit further down, you will see our hotel, Vin Hotel. And if you go to the streets, you see our taxi, GSM. You see our VinBus. You see our two-wheelers. You also see our electrical bicycle. And down the line, you will see our school. And down the line, you will see our hospital. So everything is here. So when you are born, you're born in VinMec. You grow up, you go to school, you go to Vin School. And if you go to holiday, and you go to VinPearl. If you finish your high school, you go to Vin University. And after Vin University, you get money, you buy the house, you buy it in Vin Home. And once you have the house, you buy the car, you buy VinFast. And where you charge the car, you charge in VinGreen, so in the Vin Home area. And if something happened to you, you go to the hospital, it's VinMec, which is the best in land plantation and also cancer. So everything is Vin. But most importantly, in the future, if you go to the pagoda, we also have Vin, a series of spiritual Buddhist temple that we build in order to show our respect to Lord Buddha. And if you want to develop further and you want to work in the high-tech area, you go to our big data company or our iCloud company, or one day you can have our Vin Robotic. And one day, if you excel in all the science, you will win our award, which is Vin Future, which is the second most prestigious award after Nobel Prize.
Wow.
That is VinGroup.
So, Mr. Chau, is it safe to say that after VinFast, it is going to be VinGreen, it is going to be VinInfra, it is going to be Vin Hospital chains and GSM that is going to enter Indian market?
Yes, yes.
And so that means it is going to be a competition for the homegrown player, if I say like Tata, Mahindra. So that's the space that VinGroup is going to enter.
Correct. We are like Tata of Vietnam.
Fantastic. So are there any sort of partners also in your mind? Because the kind of plan, expansion plan that you have in mind, having a partner with you?
We have not decided yet on which partner we are going to onboard on this journey. Of course, we count on your support.
Okay.
And we have to work with the local companies. That is a must.
So that is something that is open right now.
Yes.
Fantastic. In case of ride-hailing services, the GSM that you are
Yes.
talking about, is it going to be all electric?
All electric, because our mission is to convert this world of ICE vehicle into EV vehicle. So whatever whether you are a fleet operator or you are a taxi operator or what else, so what we want to do is to convince you to shift into EV. And preferably buying our VinFast. If you don't buy VinFast, no issue. You can buy EV car from other OEM, no issue. But just work for the green future.
Fantastic. So the ecosystem is also going to be from VinFast side, the way it has been created here in Vietnam, and the way even in case of power, if I'm not wrong, you have,
Yes.
or your ride-hailing services, you have given free access to 3 years or something.
Yes, yes,
right?
Free charging.
Free charging.
Policy, yes, 3 years.
Do you have those kind of freebies in your mind for the Indian market?
We are working on Indian model, yes. Whether if it's our exclusive, then we may do the same. Because the business model varies from country to country. Free charging for 3 years is being applied now in the Philippines and in Indonesia, apart from Vietnam.
So when we are talking about India strategy, VinGroup, so why it's a start with a crossover, an SUV?
Because we produce only crossover, SUV and electrical cars.
Okay.
We have shifted from ICE car into completely EV car because we believe that this is a noble and devotion project. This is, we make that project not for money only.
Okay.
Yes,
Fantastic.
but
So
for
the
a noble
future
cause of
sustainability.
make the planet greener.
Fantastic. So in that case, is that the reason that a minimalistic approach is being used for the, so what we drove yesterday, V7 and V6, there was a minimalistic approach to the whole car.
Correct.
Right? So is that a research that you have done for the Indian market, which says that, people would be interested in these sort of cars? Because in India, most of the cars that we see right now on road, they are full of gadget gizmos and all those things. They are more into physical buttons, something that we have not seen in the cars here. So is that sort of a research that has been done by VinFast?
Yes, we have done a thorough research about Indian market.
Okay.
And we try to localize our product in order to be able to meet the domestic demand and requirement.
Fantastic.
But the most important mission we want to bring into India is to contribute to the revolution of making India a green mobility destination.
Mr. Chau, if I'm not wrong, it would be safe to say that you have been a diplomat for so many years, you are an educator, right? And you are a visionary also. So keeping all those things in mind, your Indian experience and your global experience, where do you see India right now as far as the top 3 global economy, and where do you see the future of India in terms of all these markets that we are talking about?
We believe that India is one of the most important market for us, not only the most important. And especially India is growing very fast. Soon, I believe India will become perhaps number 2 economy in the world. And then, most importantly, we have shared historical and cultural linkages between India and Vietnam. And that resulted in a strategic comprehensive partnership at the political level and at the leaders level.
Okay.
And now the leaders of 2 countries try to encourage the business of both sides to work closely together. Super. And that is also the reason why we decided to go into India.
Fantastic. One last question. What would be a message to all the CEOs and the CXOs who would be watching this interview right now that can help them excel in their managerial life?
Oh, I'm a diplomat. I'm not a educator in terms of management skill. My message simply that if you can, please help the world to ensure and help our children to secure a very green future for them. And in order for our children, grandchildren to be able to enjoy a green future, we need to shift from ICE car into EV car. And whatever brand, I leave that for you to make a decision.
Wow. On that noble note, thank you very much again, Mr. Chau.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.